Welcome back to our channel, everyone. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that's shaking up political circles across the United States and sparking debate everywhere: Project 2025. Whether you've heard whispers about it or are just learning of its existence now, you're in for a ride. So, grab a snack, settle in, and let's break down what this is all about, why it's controversial, and how it could potentially reshape the US as we know it. Imagine this: a political master plan designed to overhaul the US government from the ground up. Picture an entire federal system restructured, centralized under one powerful presidency, and aimed at fulfilling an agenda rooted in ultraconservative values. That's what Project 2025 represents: a bold, controversial strategy spearheaded by the Heritage Foundation, one of the most influential conservative think tanks in the country. What is Project 2025? This isn't just another policy proposal or a collection of random ideas. Oh no, folks, Project 2025 is a massive, meticulously detailed 920-page blueprint for a complete transformation of how the federal government operates. The goal? To align every corner of the federal system with a staunchly conservative vision of governance. And here's the kicker: it's not just hypothetical. If Donald Trump, or any Republican leader aligned with this ideology, regains the presidency, this document could become the foundation for their administration. Think of it as a playbook ready to be executed at the highest level of government. The 4 pillars of Project 2025. At its core, the plan is built around 4 main pillars. Dismantling the administrative state: they want to weaken federal agencies and give the president direct control over them. Restoring the traditional family and protecting children: this is about enforcing conservative family values while rolling back reproductive rights and protections for LGBTQ+ individuals. Defending national sovereignty: a no-compromise approach to borders, immigration, and the nation's resources. Transforming the economy: cutting social programs, slashing taxes for corporations, and shrinking the federal government's role in economic life. These pillars might sound straightforward, but when we dig into the details, we uncover just how deeply they could impact every aspect of American life, from healthcare to education, from civil rights to the very concept of democracy. Pillar 1: dismantling the administrative state. Let's start with the first pillar: dismantling the administrative state. What does this mean? Essentially, they're targeting the network of federal agencies that handle everything from environmental protection to public education. Agencies like the Environmental Protection Agency and the Department of Education are in the crosshairs. The plan is to strip these agencies of their autonomy and place them firmly under presidential control. Enter a controversial policy tool called Schedule F. This was introduced during the Trump administration and makes it much easier to fire federal employees who aren't aligned with the president's vision. Think about it: an entirely reshaped federal workforce, where dissenting voices can be removed quickly. While supporters argue this streamlines government, critics warn it concentrates too much power in the hands of one individual, eroding checks and balances. Pillar 2: restoring the family. This one sounds like a feel-good initiative, right? Who wouldn't want to strengthen families? But here's where it gets controversial. The plan prioritizes a very specific, conservative vision of what a family should look like, one rooted in traditional, heterosexual, 2-parent households. Here are some key proposals. Nationwide abortion ban: under this plan, women would lose the right to access abortion, even in cases of rape or danger to the mother's health. Restricting access to contraceptives: this includes limiting emergency contraception, like the morning after pill. Eliminating LGBTQ+ protections: the plan seeks to erase terms like sexual orientation and gender identity from federal policies, cutting back on protections for LGBTQ+ individuals and families. Now, let's pause for a second. Imagine being a single mother, an LGBTQ+ parent, or a young woman in need of reproductive care. These policies would drastically limit your options, freedoms, and opportunities. They aim to enforce a singular moral vision while sidelining millions of Americans who don't fit that mold. Pillar 3: defending sovereignty. Moving on to the third pillar: defending national sovereignty. This pillar focuses heavily on immigration and border control. The proposals here are among the most aggressive in modern history. Mass deportations: millions of undocumented immigrants would face removal, regardless of how long they've lived in the US or whether they have children who are US citizens. New detention centers, temporary detention facilities, think large-scale tent camps, would be set up to hold those awaiting deportation. Elimination of TPS: refugees from war-torn or disaster-stricken countries would lose protections, forcing many back into unsafe conditions. Supporters argue that these measures are necessary for national security, but critics warn they could lead to unprecedented human rights violations. Families would be torn apart, and entire communities could face destabilization. Pillar 4, transforming the economy. Finally, we arrive at the economy. Here, Project 2025 envisions a significant reduction in the federal government's role in economic life. Some of the key proposals include slashing social programs. Programs like Head Start, which provides early education to low-income children, would be eliminated. Subsidies for school lunches and public health initiatives would also face massive cuts. Corporate tax cuts. Taxes on corporations would be reduced to as low as 15 to 20%, with the hope that this would stimulate investment and job creation. Shifting resources to defense. Money saved from cutting social programs would be redirected toward national defense and border security. The result? While corporations and wealthy individuals might see financial gains, everyday Americans could face increased economic hardship, reduced access to education, and fewer safety nets. Why should you care? The stakes couldn't be higher. Project 2025 isn't just about policies, it's about reshaping the very foundation of American governance and society. Supporters view it as a path to restoring traditional values and national strength. Critics see it as a threat to democracy, equality, and individual freedoms. Now it's your turn. What do you think about Project 2025? Is it the bold leadership America needs, or a dangerous overreach that could harm millions? Let's discuss it in the comments below. Stay tuned. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit that like button, share it with friends, and don't forget to subscribe for more deep dives into the topics shaping our world. And remember to click that bell icon so you never miss an upload. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and stay engaged. See you in the next video.